my good friend and respected chief guest, Padma Bhushan and Sangeet Natak Academy awardee, Sangita Kalanidhi, Srimathi, Sudha Ragunathan. I can't tell you how excited I am to have you here, Sudha. Thank you for being there. Dr. Sujith, without who the whole clinical work would not have been done. Thank you and welcome. Sujatha Visweswaran, CEO and co-founder, EcoCare, and Mr. Sridhar. I'm so glad you're partners with us in this journey. Dr. Jalali, who really heads this great institution, thank you for the support for something which may not be in the path of science, but actually is. Thank you. And Karan, who holds it all together. I'm excited, and the rest of the Apollo team and members of the media. We've used this lovely space on multiple occasions, and there have been some fabulous events, but I can't tell you how excited I am about what has happened today. It was actually a chance meeting with, I think, Sujatha's colleague, and while I am convinced about the beauty of fine arts, music, dance, not only in India but globally, I thought it would be a great experiment. I did not think that it would cross the realms of an experiment to really become a possibility of a standard of care for patients. And I think that's really what Apollo is all about, but more than anything else, it's a fantastic clinicians who even think beyond the realms of, pure medicine. And we know that, in India and Sanskrit we say Saptaswaras. But globally, the Saptaswaras exist. In whichever language, whichever tone you see, it's all that number 7. And how did it happen? There must have been a science behind it. And we are rediscovering that. Also, we know that, the human body has the chromosomes and the DNA and all, but it's all atoms. And all atoms have a positive and a negative impact. And it is for us using whatever we can to strengthen the positive impact, because if you have cancer, if you go through chemo, if you go through radiation, even the mental aspect of it heightens the negative impact, and there's nothing you can do about it. You have to accept that. But if we as providers can do something on the positive impact, it actually straightens the line. Then there's a sense of balance. And that's probably what, music therapy and all the other cultural aspects of what we do, religion, spirituality, everything actually has a science behind it. And I think as learned humans, we should not have this big divide between science and something which is not scientific. Because if it existed from the time, the universe existed, there must have been a science to everything. And we might be lost in, these narrow silos which we have created. And I think the time has come for us to open it up and to think beyond the boundaries which we ourselves, mankind has created themselves. It didn't happen. We created the boundaries and now we don't know how to get out of it. So I think this has been phenomenal. It's been a great help. The fact that we're publishing papers, that we've done clinical studies, and it is actually going to get into the annals of science of the way cancer and other areas of medicine are treated, I think is truly going to be path-breaking. So thank you, all of you, for having the faith in us, because I always say this to everyone at Apollo, that whatever we do at Apollo, we don't do it for ourselves. We do it for our patients and their families who trust us. And so in a way it's a responsibility and it's a call of duty to do the right thing constantly and to do it always. And even if we can alleviate the hardship of disease, even if we can do it as 0.1%, it would still be a job well done. So I really want to thank you and appreciate the efforts of everybody who's been part of this team. And I want to go back and thank Sudha, because she has a golden voice, looks like a goddess, and has a golden touch. So what more can we ask for? So Sudha, thank you for being part of it, because now I feel that the program is, in a way, it's blessed, and that will make a huge difference. And I want to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Veer Advani from Blue Star. I know he came, we had a meeting and we will do it, but we pulled him into this program. So Veer, thank you for being there for us, because it's really good to have friends when you embark on something new. And I think the program is truly blessed. Thank you all and God bless.
So as part of the program, it was told that we should be singing few lines. So I'll start with a song which is very close to my heart. Even before I became an oncologist, this movie and this song has been very close to my heart. And the movie is Anand, and the song is sung by Rajesh Khanna in the movie. मैंने तेरे लिए ही 7 रंग के सपने चुने, सपने सुरीले सपने। मैंने तेरे लिए ही 7 रंग के सपने चुने, सपने सुरीले सपने। कुछ हंसते कुछ गम के, तेरी आँखों के साए चुराए रसीली यादों ने। मैंने तेरे लिए ही 7 रंग के सपने चुने, सपने सुरीले सपने। Thank you. So, before I start about the scientific aspects, I would express my gratitude to Dr. Preetha Reddy ma'am. As I remember, it was 2.5 years back that we had a meeting, as Jalali sir said, with the EcoCare team, and Preetha was there, where he told me that Madam wanted to see whether we can make the treatment that we are giving at APCC more holistic. We have the best technology in radiation in the place. We have all the aspects of medical oncology in this place, excellent robotic surgery in the place, but it has to be delivered in a holistic way. And what better than music? As a musician, as a person who learns music, and as a person who enjoys music, I know many of people here, and apart from most of them enjoy music, but we know music heals. We wanted to prove it as a scientific study that yes, use of music therapy during oncology treatment has good outcomes. We don't know good or bad, but we wanted to prove what are the outcomes. So we designed this study. We decided for 50 patients in a prospective way. We got the ethics committee approval, and we decided that we will do the study in the daycare. You see, daycare, the chemotherapy daycare that we have is a beautiful space, but they are spending at least 2 or 3 hours there in that space. Although it is very well maintained, there has to be something to make their heart, their mind more pleasant. And that is what we decided. We discussed with Ms. Sujatha and team. They had a EcoCare product, which is AI-driven music therapy product, but it was not designed for oncology patients. So we had deliberations. We included some oncology tools like HAD score, G7 score, and also the patient's vitals. And that was made as a protocol, and it was submitted to the ethics committee, and we got the approval, and we started the study. What we saw that 95% of the patients were willing to go for the study. Many times when we do a study, there is a phase where we are counseling them about study, and they say no, they don't want to be part of it. We found very rarely some patients said no, I don't want. Most of them were happy to be part of the study, and we conducted it in 3 phases. The first visit after 3 weeks and after 6 weeks. The patient's vitals were recorded. We had these tools measured. Surprisingly, when we analyzed our data, we found nearly 40% of patients have high levels of anxiety, and nearly 20% were showing some signs of depression at the time of assessment. So the process was to understand this, record this in a tool which was provided by the EcoCare team on tablets or phone, and based on their inputs, the AI or the artificial intelligence gave the patients options to choose regarding what are the music module they want to listen, and they listened it for 30 minutes. And after that, we did the recordings again. This was continued for 3 sessions. And then after completing 50 patients, we did take around 2 years, but after completing, when we analyzed, we found that nearly 50% of the patients reported reduction in anxiety levels, and nearly similar patients reported reduction in depression levels. So that was really a big, what you can say, big revelation for us, that doing a simple thing, it's a non-pharmacological thing, it's a very beautiful thing to be done during the treatment, and we found that these are having the effects. Moreover that, we also collected qualitative feedback. How do they feel after the therapy? And we were surprised to see that many of them felt very closer to their family. They felt they had a calming effect. They felt their pain was getting better after listening to 30 minutes of music. So how beautiful it is actually. And we are saying it's not about the app, neither is it about the study. We have submitted the study for American Society of Clinical Oncology annual meeting. The results will be available in another 2 or 3 weeks time. But we say it's not about the app or about the MUSICC study. It's about a confirmation of what we already know, that music can heal. Not only the patients, I'm saying it's only important for the caregivers. It's also important for the doctors, for the community, for the everything who is involved in oncology, that they are having a time with music every day. That will help them to remove the burnout. They will help them to be motivated, to be pleasant, to be cheerful when they are taking care of the patients and when they are going through this cancer journey. And I think that is the biggest thing that we learned from this, and we hope this will inspire more and more healthcare facilities to take up music therapy and include music as part of the cancer journey. Thank you again.